Hey guys, welcome back. I've got. I thought I'd come on here to discuss about. I think I might have done a video like this once before. I think I'm not entirely positive. If I have, well then I guess I'll make this is kind of an updated version. But I wanted to talk about a little bit about some of my my favorite places to get hockey jerseys, and I'd love to know where some of your guys' favorite places are to get jerseys. Of course, one of my favorite places. I mean, especially right now lately, is obviously Ben from Ben H Sports. Absolutely phenomenal guy to go through. He's got great deals. He can literally save you 10% off of the eBay fees. You know, you won't have to worry about the eBay fees or anything with him if you email him directly. And you just ask him what you're looking for. Ask him. Tell him what you're looking for. Ask him if he's got it. And if he does have it, he'll let you know, and he'll work out a really good deal for you. He's fantastic to go through. Definitely worth checking him out. Another place that I go to a lot is SportsK, sportsk.com. Another site I love. They have a lot of, they got a whole bunch of different stuff. I mean, they still have some Reeboks available. They have it's kind of limited now, the CCM Vintage. The CCM Vintage ones, they're kind of limited on those for right now, because obviously CCM doesn't make the jerseys anymore. But they're another one that's really good. Another place that I've gotten jerseys from before in the past, it now goes by, I believe it's SportsBuff. SportsBuff.com is the new site. It's the old Ice jerseys, the old IceJerseys.com. They were really good for a good long time. So, and I think they're called I think it's sportsbuff.com. It might be sportsbuffshop.com. It's one of those two. I'm not entirely sure which one. It's been a while since I've looked on there to see what they have. Another place that I've gone through that's pretty good that I've gotten that I got one of my player jerseys from is Hockey Authentic. That's another really good place. I was looking there one day, and I saw, because I had always wanted a Joe Sakic Quebec Nordique jersey, and I'm like, I was resigning myself to the idea that I was never going to get one of those, and then I was looking on Hockey Authentic one day, just for the heck of it, just cruising around, and all of a sudden I saw there's a 2XL Joe Sakic blue Quebec Nordique jersey, and I was like, oh my god. I literally was blown away. I looked at the price, and I was like, it's kind of a little, but I also stopped and thought, this is about a normal price for a player jersey. It was somewhere around 200 and, about 220, 225, I think, somewhere in that neck of the woods. So it was, about on par about what a player jersey is. And I decided, screw it. I'm doing it, because knowing my luck, if I would have waited, if I would have waited very long, it would have been gone, and I'd have been completely SOL. So I'm very glad that I was able to get that when I did. So Hockey Authentic has got some good stuff. Their customizing looks phenomenal too. I mean, they do a real good job. And I mean, can't really go wrong. Especially if they do a decent job. And I've gotten the mystery boxes from Cool Hockey. I've done a couple of those. I was not able to do the mystery box this time around, which is kind of unfortunate because they said most of the ones they were mailing out were prime greens. You had a 50-50 chance at getting an actual hand stitched name and number jersey, and they didn't have my size. So that was definitely a little bit of a bummer, because I saw something like that and I'm like, oh sweet, the mystery boxes are back. And then I looked and no size 60s, and I was kind of bummed. I was definitely a little bummed because I was definitely hoping I was going to be able to maybe get one, maybe two of them. That's kind of what I was looking for. But alas, I was not able to partake in the mystery box this time around. Hopefully next time, if they do something like that again, hopefully they'll have size 60s and I can then partake in it. But so yeah, Cool Hockey's a pretty decent place, and the mystery boxes are so much fun because you don't know what you're gonna get. It's a lot of fun. You don't know what you're gonna get, and it's literally like Christmas. You open it up and you're just like, oh boy, what am I getting this time? Now, the couple mystery boxes that I got, I already had, but I thought, you know what? Screw it. I didn't mind it. I'm like, okay, so I got two of a particular, I got two of the same jersey for particular teams. I'm like, okay, whichever. But so Cool Hockey's a really good place. Where else have I gone through? I mean, I've gone through, the NHL. You've got the NHL Shop, which that's almost kind of a last resort kind of thing, because they are the most expensive out of all the places. So I try not to go through them a whole lot. I mean, unless I did have to go through them a couple times for the reverse retros that they did. But I don't try to go through there very often. But sometimes you got to. And I got one jersey from Lids.ca, which fortunately I had a good friend of mine. Him and his fiance live up in Winnipeg, and because they don't ship to the States, if you buy something from there, if you live down in the States and you buy something from Lids.ca, you're kind of screwed unless you have a friend that lives up there who, you can, they'll let you borrow their address to ship it to. You pay for it, but you use their address as the shipping, and it worked out pretty good. He was on the road, his fiance was there, she grabbed it, and the next time he came back home, he grabbed it, came back down, we met up, I snagged the jersey, I unboxed it here on the channel, and it was absolutely beautiful, and I could not thank him enough for hanging on to it for me to be able to bring it down. And so that's actually a pretty cool that's pretty cool site too. Again, they don't ship to the States. So I mean, now if you're up in Canada, perfect. But if you're down here and you find a jersey on lids.ca, you might be kind of SOL. Unless of course you have a friend that lives up in Canada. Like, fortunately, I was fortunate enough to, a good friend of mine and his fiance live up in Winnipeg. So I got, I was very fortunate there, because they were the only site I saw that I was able to get this particular jersey, and fortunately I was able to get it from there. So there's that site. Lids, I mean, the American Lids site, I mean, I used to get a ton of hats there. I used to get a whole ton of hats there, and then Fanatics bought them, and so they just got swept up into Fanatics. So I mean, I don't really use them much anymore, but I'm trying to think. Who else have I gone through? I haven't gone through these guys in a while, but I've gotten jerseys from River City Sports. That was another really good place. I haven't ordered from them in a long time, so I'm not positive how they are still. But they were, when I did order from them, they were very good, very on top of everything. And so that was another one. And last but not least, what has ended up being one of the most divisive, or, well, not really divisive, but sparked some very interesting debate. And the most recent jersey that I unboxed, I got from Custom Throwback Jerseys. Now, they're a site that they sell a lot of the CCM, the old CCMs. The old CCM jerseys, similar to, like one like this. This is the kind of thing they sell, and they sell these. And this, of course, this is a legit CCM vintage replica. So, and this I had gotten. This is one jersey I got from sportsk.com. Now, what makes them so, it's, and the debate was cool. I mean, going back and forth, it was more than just me, and it was like me and three other people that were going back and forth saying, no, they're legit, and well, they sell fakes and this, that, and the other. And I mean, I don't know if they do or not. To me, it's, I mean, I've looked on some of my older jerseys, my older CCMs, because somebody mentioned, look at the wash tag, and the wash tags are, especially on like the newer ones with the newer CCM logos, the wash tags, they're the same. Even on the back, the washing instructions, they're the same. Some are interesting. You flip it, you go and you lift the tag up, and the wash instructions sometimes are, you can look straight down and it'll say, straight up and down. Some other ones you'll look up and it's upside down, where it says the washing instructions are closer to where the tag is sewn in. So I was like, okay, and that's how I noticed that one. That one is upside down. So I was like, okay, let's check some of my other ones. And I checked a couple of my other ones, and a couple of them were, you flip it up and it starts right at the top and it goes straight down. But I then looked at a couple other ones, Same tag, same numbers, same everything. Flip it up, and it's upside down. So, it depends on how they're printed. So, but it was a very interesting back and forth that, they sell fakes and this, that, and the other, they're high quality fakes. And the reason why that people think that they sell fakes is because CCM doesn't make the jerseys anymore. They haven't been able to make the jerseys since Adidas took over. So that's when CCM lost the rights to make the throwbacks. Here's another one of my CCM vintage throwbacks. CCM about 4 years ago lost the rights to make these. So I can understand why people would think that, the jerseys might be fakes. Because it makes you wonder, because they have a ton of all the different teams. I mean, the jerseys, older jerseys, like jerseys I had not seen even for sale before. And they're there on the site. So I don't know. And honestly, there were a couple of differences from the one that I had, but I also, they had little tags on the inside, and the two same ones that I have, they were made 2 years apart. So, it's just, it's and it's the kind of thing, that's a site too that I didn't hear about them until Shannon, the hockey guy, who's got well over 220,000 subscribers. He has bought from them before. I didn't realize they were even a thing until he went and I can't remember which jersey he had, but he talked about how he got it. I think it might have been his white Cam Neely Boston Bruins jersey. He said he got them from Custom Throwback Jerseys. He said, they look legit. He had said, I don't know how they have all of these old CCM jerseys, but they look legit. They literally look legit. And trust me, he knows a lot about fakes too, because he's gotten plenty of fakes also. He's gone through them like 3 or 4 times. So, and I kind of want to go through them at least one more time until I literally get one that you can tell is phony. It's been an interesting dialogue, how some, no, they're legit, no, they're fake, they're legit, it's, and to me it looks exactly, there's a couple differences, but again, they were made 2 years apart. The one was made in 2014. The one that I just got was made in 2016. So, and they were still making the jerseys back then. So, it's and again, it looked legit. It looked totally legit. The customizing, everything, couple little differences here and there. But again, they were made 2 years apart. So who knows? That also could have played a role too. But I think, they're worth going through at least, I want to try and get at least one more from them just because I'd like to see, because if I were to make an order from them and they send me something and it's a fake, and you can tell it's a fake, trust me, you all would know it. because I would come right on here. I would make a video immediately saying, this is BS. Look at this crap. And then I could say, okay, the one guy, he looks like he was right. So that's an interesting thing. So, I mean, if you're willing to take the chance to go through custom throwback jerseys, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth a shot, at least once. I've done it once. It looked legit. So I think I'll try them again. And I would have to figure out what one I would want to try, what one would I want to get. And, so I mean, that's kind of a 50-50 thing. If you want to go through them, if you want to give them a shot, go for it. I mean, right now, I mean, their lead times are, they're a little longer than they normally would be, but again, if you don't have a problem waiting a little bit, that's a site I think worth giving a try. So those are a number of the sites that I've gone through to get my collection, and especially some of the sites recently. And again, I mean, I haven't looked at Sports Buff in a while. The old ice jerseys, River City, I haven't looked through them in a while, but they're a couple. I've gone through them before, but the main ones right now that I love going through is Ben H Sports, Sports K, and I've gotten a couple through Hockey Authentic. They're definitely where the Cool Hockey is definitely especially for the mystery boxes. I mean, Cool Hockey, they've had their issues as of recently with not being able to spell names of players, but again, I mean, especially for the mystery boxes, I love them for the mystery boxes, and I hope I'm able to get to partake in the mystery box program again. So that is just a few of the sites that I have gone through. I would love to know what's some of your guys' favorite sites. Where do you guys like to go through? Do you have one site in particular that's your go-to? And is that the particular one you always check first? And if that one doesn't have it, then you go somewhere else. I'd love to know what your guys' favorite sites are. Which one is your go-to? I would love to. I'd love to hear where you guys go through. I love hearing any when it comes to anything jersey related. I love it. It's fantastic. I love talking about them. Unboxings are fantastic. I mean, I watched one video recently, just earlier today, actually, and it was Knucklehead Hockey. Check his channel out too. That's his name's Mike. Knucklehead Hockey. He's really cool. And his friend John, Ginger Ninja 91. Give his channel a look too. They unboxed a couple of Cool Hockey mystery boxes, and oh dude, they were gorgeous. Oh, they were fantastic. The one that Ginger Ninja unboxed, very jealous. Very jealous because I saw him unbox that and I'm like, I want that. I would love to get that one. It was fantastic. It was absolutely fantastic. I saw him open that thing up, and he took it out of the box, and I literally was like, ah! It was so neat. So, check their channels out. They're really cool. And if you check their sites out, especially check that unboxing that Mike. It was on Mike's Knucklehead Hockey channel. It was really cool. So give them a look. And again, let me know what your favorite sites are. Where do you like to get your jerseys from? What's your favorite one? What's your number one go-to? What's your backup? Who have y'all gone through? I would love to. I'd love to know all that. And I thank you guys for being here. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Hopefully you've made it all the way through. And hopefully you like the video. If you like it, hit that like button. If you really like the video and you want to see more of the videos, hit that subscribe button. I would love and appreciate to have I would appreciate it very much. I would love and enjoy to have you be a part of the channel. And again, what are your favorite sites? I'd love to know. I will talk to you guys again very soon.